Hello, welcome in. Sorry, I'm ready early. The music stopped and I went, I might as well press that button that says I'm live. Oh, did I? I think I updated my stream title. I did. Whew. Had a minor panic moment there. I went, did I leave it? Did I press the button? I might have been distracted with doing other things like making tea. Yes, Donut, I need to know when your birthday is because I've been trying to fix a shortage of birthdays in my calendar. I noticed there's a lot of people I don't have, and I would like them because it then means that potentially I could just be aware of when people's birthdays are to go, happy birthday! Like I did on Aladar's birthday. Yes, you, Donut. That was Donut as in name. That's not me being rude calling you a donut. That is your name. You donut. Please. May 11th. It's going in the calendar. Thank you. Wait. Wow, that was fairly recent. Jupiter birthday. Donut. That's right. I'm doing it now. Stream can wait until after I've added Bearded Donut's birthday to my calendar. There we go. 3 days before Geo's. Danielle, well done. Congratulations on the second. Claiming it despite other people being here. They were distracted. Danielle, focused, single-minded, and poised, ready to take advantage of the situation.
Zach is a cutie.
Oh,
Pass it
thanks,
on.
Danielle. You say such nice things. Welcome in, everyone. We are jumping into Minecraft. The world is loaded. Ooh. I have 3 arrows. Ooh. I have 3 arrows. 1. 2. I'm going to leave that one. Deal with these. I need gunpowder for my journey home. And that's a good way of doing it. Where did you... Oh, hello? Can you make your way up here, please? Thank you. Hello? Ah! This is going to take 3 hits. I don't have sharpness on my sword. Oh. No! Scott, thank you very much for the channel point redemption. It scared the bejeebers out of me, but I'm sure it was worth it. Hello. Come off it. Leave me alone. Can't a man just gather some gunpowder in peace? We are travelling 58,000 blocks today to get home. I travelled all the way out here in order to get Mangrove. I've gathered a shulker box and a half of the stuff, which should be plenty, that I don't need to farm Mangrove again for a long time. But I need to get it home. I could take the shortcut and let myself perish in order to fast track home. However, I don't want to do that. I quite like the fact I've only died twice so far in this world, so I'd like to keep the number low. Hello? Hacha! Might even get it in 2 hits with that extra bit of full damage, I don't know. Maybe. Hi? Nope. Yes. There we go. I'm up to 11 gunpowder. I actually have more than that. It's in my inner chest. I will need sugarcane. Let's that's my bed up there. Is there any other creepers down here before I head up? Just taking advantage of things that spawn at night. Oh, it's a chicken! Sorry. I'm still distracted by the new chickens. I know they're not even that new anymore, but because I've spent so much time at my base and I haven't got all the variants of chickens, it pleases me to see the different ones. Now what? Let's go over this way. Dip across here. Just have a look for other creepers. There's one. Hello, sir. Hello? And in the water? And poof. Right. And with me in flight mode. 1 rocket. Nice. We are good. There's an argument for taking care of those creepers, but I'm just going to sleep the night away and we're going to fly off to head home. I have my loot. I'm heading home. I want to be able to use it for a build later on in the week. So we're going to head this way, which is west. However, we are at minus 2,500. So there's a solid argument for going back to 0 and then across. Or maybe we head diagonal until we get to maybe 4,500 in the Z. And then all of the chunks I'll load on the way home will be new. And interesting. And full of adventure. Now I do need to keep an eye out for loot along the way. So we're looking for sunken treasure. Holes in the ground that go deep. Like that one. In fact, I just land up here. Let's do the sensible thing. Oh, not that one. That one will do. Rotten flesh, acacia, and all this junk. I can go in here. I'm going to keep hold of these. So you can see I've got 2 and a bit stacks of gunpowder. I would like more paper. But we can surely keep an eye out for paper. Ooh, village. Let's pop these in. Like so. I want to go have a look in that cave, see if there's anything of interest. There may well be nothing of interest, in which case we'll go in and then go, heck no, and get the heck out of there. But when it drops, just this. That's cool. Diamonds would be nice. Chests would be nice. Ooh. Even the, what are they called? The pink flowers. These things. They're relatively rare. Oh. Okay. Oh, a geode. Let's take care of that one as well. Head down and grab them. Nothing of interest here apart from that creeper that I do see. See? I'm good at this game. Sometimes. 3 hits. Take advantage of looting. Right, I'm going to head down. Spores? What spores? I forget now. There's one. Another one somewhere. Be amazed if I can find it, but I'll be very pleased. If you see it and I don't, feel free to point it out. I'm going to cheat though. F3B. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. I thought they were rarer than that. Never mind. Yeah, I don't need it that much. Ooh. No, that's a fish. A fish that's falling. I'm falling. Ooh, diamonds. Let's just poke my head up here. This looks relatively safe. Relatively. F3B to turn it off. What about welcome in? Good to see you. Right, we're going to drop in. Actually, the sensible thing. I have a bed. Just in case something were to happen, I can respawn here. There's diamonds over there. There's diamonds down here. Just in case something were to happen, you see? Just in case. He snuck up on me, alright? How was I supposed to know he'd be there? How you doing, Warbear? Pleasure, as always, to see you. Whoop, whoop. Just glide on over. Don't mind me. Oh, spawner. That's a spider spawner, I think. Go around. Ooh, okay. That was not what I was expecting to find, but I will happily take it. I thought this would have the entrance to the spawner. We go round, I'll break in. That's cool. I'm existing. Enough said. Hey, existing is something to be proud of. Okay, that's unusual. And by that I mean that I cannot see where it's open to the environment. All's good. Let's just pop that down. Somebody will be coming through the door, but I'll take the golden apple and the gunpowder. Not hugely important, but I'll take it. Ads incoming. If you can stick through the ads, it'd be hugely appreciated. Awinch, welcome in. Always a pleasure. Daniel is so sleepy, eepy, and desperately wants a nap. Daniel, I know the feeling. Also, I need to remember how I got in here, but we can worry about that later. There's diamonds over there. Whee! Let's just glide over here and pretend nothing's wrong. Gotcha! You got me! Ow! Creepers! That worked. I would like to go up there. I would also like, weird concept, to eat some food. Is being 58,000 blocks away a challenge? No. I'm here because I needed to find Mangrove. And I'm not using a map on this on this world. I am using exploration to get everything I want. And so I travelled off east of spawn, and it took me 58,000 blocks of travelling before I found this place, which had Mangrove. I now have loads. It's 3 AM here. What about you? I feel very privileged that you have managed to find your way in. How are you not figuring this out? How are you that stupid? There's a witch over there, but there's also a diamond door. So if I just ignore the mobs. Ah. Running! I'll do me. Right, going up. Going down. And going up again. Ow. Ow! Stop shooting me! Really rude. Right, I feel relatively safe. I lived near one in real life. A mineshaft? Wait, hang on. Mangrove swamp. We should probably use temperatures instead of using maps. That's how I generally find mangrove. Fair. I don't like it when people make fair points though, because it makes me look very stupid. And I don't need help with that. I'm more than capable myself. No mangroves. I understand that now. It just took me a little while. Little while. I'm only heading over here because I was here earlier and dealt with creeper. This feels relatively safe because I can look down and the only place people can, well, mobs can appear from is there. And like, what's there? Just having a quick look for any more obvious diamonds. And also areas I might want to explore to. Well, the fish is doing a good job. Well done. Right, so you live 58,000 kilometers away from zero. No. I have come out here to get mangrove. Gotcha. Get doxed. Oh no, not again. Right, this is where I came in. In fact, that's the route out. We're going to do the sensible thing and just glide gradually. Ooh. Oh, come on. That was terrible. Oh, well, I'll just do it. I shall wait. Thank you.
It's prime time.
Prime time? Jumpy, welcome in. That voice, by the way, is Warbear, who is in chat right now. It still sounds amazing. I'm so old, says Jumpy. 41 months off. It's very old. So you are American, I see. Who is? Oh, hang on. I'm missing chat. I hope not. I can't give him either a place to sleep or a ticket. Gotcha. No, I'm not at yours. Cool voice warmer, indeed. Cool person. Ooh. Hang on. Did I see the diamonds right next to this and then get distracted by the spawner? I have a funny feeling the diamonds were elsewhere. I'll take them anyway. Up to 15 now. This isn't even why I'm here, but be a fool not to have a quick look. Getting out. More diamonds over there. I can waste some torches. Allows you all to see what I'm doing. Thank you, Jumpy. Warbear just confirming where he is. Gotcha. I'm caught up with chat. I have nothing else to add. Warbear is an Australian. Ooh, diamonds. This cave is quite profitable so far. Thank you. That feels terrifying doing that because I feel a little bit vulnerable. Poke head out. Mobs that will happily shoot at me, but we'll ignore that. This is a terrible shot. I'm getting away with it. Never mind. Just gonna fly out. That was feeling a little bit dangerous. Didn't like it. Right, we are heading west. That's west. And if we go a little bit to the right, we're going to slowly move to 4,500. Dark Wolf Den, welcome in. Oh, I left my bed. Darn it. I mean, I could just grab one from over there. In fact, I probably should just grab one from over there. Yeah, I'm going to steal one from the village. I don't need my bed. I've got this. Silly goose. In fact, I could do something even more sensible. Get out. I'll sleep here. And then if I head over this way, I can take this one with me. He's like, hey, that was mine. Ooh, sugarcane. Yes, please. Yes, please. So I had to go AFK, Aladar. It's fine. I know there are other things in life that are important. You'll come back when you can. I'm gonna go find some knife template. What? What's a knife template? I feel like I'm asking a stupid question, but also, I'm not afraid of asking stupid questions. I've done it once before. I will do it again. Now, I have a very important question to ask everyone here in chat. How is your week going? Are you winning? And if so, how do you know you're winning? Ooh, that's useful to know. Just in case I need to get loads of coral blocks and I don't want to take it from near where I live. A template for a knife making. Okay. That sounds really interesting. My sister-in-law was looking at doing knife smithing, whatever it's called. I'll take that and that. Thank you. Ow. Boo. Thank you, JF Bird Blue. Look, I even said your name correctly. It's a template for a knife, silly. Alright. I mean, now that you say that, that does seem quite obvious. Wow, this is a big coral reef. How deep is this here? Not that deep. Top up on rockets. I said we're going to head to 45. Oh, we're already... Okay. West. West, please. I can do directions. I'm getting into it for a hobby, says Warbear. I'm doing it with my son for him to do on YouTube as his school project. That's fantastic. Warbear, if you ever feel inclined, I'd happily receive some pictures on Discord. Be curious to see. Okay, I'm gonna sleep over here. Ow! There we go. I got through the window. That was amazing to get it right first time. Hey, it's taken me literally quite an amount of time that I don't want to think about too much, actually. So we're not going to put a time on it. It's taken me a while. Right, grabbing sugar cane. There are loads of cats around here. Oh. You got him! Free sand. Right, there were several creepers around this way, so I'm going to just peer around because they won't have despawned or burnt up in the sun. See, there's one. No. I said there. Stepping back. Watch! Well, that didn't work out quite as I planned, but I mean, start points. 3 years to get it right, not bad. 3 years? Hasn't been 3 years. Now you're just trying to make me look bad, and I don't need help with that. I'm perfectly capable of making myself look bad. Alistair says, all I can say is because our AC is fixed now, our house isn't over 80 degrees Fahrenheit anymore. That's fantastic news. We're going to glide over here, land gracefully. Ooh, this has got suspicious sand. And a chest. With a helmet in it. I don't need that much. Right, we're going to put an ender chest down. Grab out the one with space. Sure, that's got space. And just throw junk in here. I'm doing it in a very inefficient way, and I'm okay with it. If I run out of space, realistically, I could just make more shulkers. Boopity boop 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 boop. See? More space. That'll work. Warbear says, as we do the work, I'm taking some, as well as videos. Who wants to? Talking some, I'm assuming. Who wants to do a YouTube for money, ASD and ADHD, and ABI limit his employment options. So we'll be doing the whole thing as a learning to make knives serious. That sounds fantastic. Also, quality time with your son. And developing and practicing skills that are useful. I wish that I recorded videos when I was younger, because actually just practicing putting your thoughts and feelings into a presentation of some kind is a really useful skill. Ooh, gee. Then Jumpy said, I got a focus retention helmet. I guess it's a clothes for Minecraft. I have seen it. I'm not sure what it is. Not doing forgiving to start with, just template cutting, grinding and cleaning, then heat treatment and fight. That sounds like a lot of work. Hope it goes awesome for you. Jumpy, look at you being a lovely person. So far we have some stuff. I don't know. I'll put it away. I'm more keen to just keep travelling, pick up loot, throw it in the chest, and I can kind of look at what I've gained when I get back. Ooh, oh. How deep does this go? Let's just... Ah! Not what I meant to do. Not my worst thing I've done. You're not the worst thing I've done. Ooh, diamond. Totally worth coming down here for this. And it's not over yet. Let's pop a torch in. Now these puddles often have diamonds at the bottom. I like battles like this because there's no spaces for creepers to spawn. It's great. And I can see relatively far with my aqua affinity helmet. Right, we're going up from there at some point. However, this... Ooh, more diamonds. I like exploring and get diamonds. I'm going to need these for builds. Thank you. And drifting over here. Right, that does go down, but it looks quite narrow. And to be honest, when it's narrow like that, it's very unlikely to produce a lot of value. Less rock exposed. There are, however, diamonds up there, and a mine shaft, and some more diamonds. Can I reach that? Sort of? Can't reach the next one, though. This is going to seem like a really odd way of doing it, but don't judge me. This is the block I have in my inventory, alright? You have to use money to make money. That's the one. Have money to make money? Ah, whatever the expression is. Right, there is a ledge over there. Well, there's a diamond over there. I don't know if I can get to it very easily. Let's just take this tough. Take more tough. Put a torch down so we can see. It's over this bit. Oh, let's not use diamond blocks. Just an idea. This isn't particularly worth it. The amount of diamonds there probably are in the world. Bridging out like this, unlikely to be hugely profitable, but you know, I'll take each bit. Right, we're gonna head down and land. Oh, I saw a diamond. It's over there, but there are some mobs over there as well. Hello. Yeah. It's fine. It's all good. Except for that guy. But other than that, it's fine. Right. We just sneak over here. No one will notice me. I'll put some torches down. Thank you. Whoever made the creeper noises. Thank you. Oh, diamonds. Oh, other creeper. Can't take two at a time very easily. It's really difficult. Dealt with. Look at me go. I'm like a professional. I'm not, but I'm like one. Like to be a professional? Ah, one of those. Hello. Right, we torch. Grab, and then we probably go. Oh, that's a lot of chat. Let me pause. And the only way I can pause is like this. What? What? Ansiets, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Let me just catch up with chat. Right, Jumpy says, oh yeah, you asked if it was winning, but I got distracted by a prize. I'd say I am winning because I have a puppy in my lap. It's always good if you have a puppy in your lap. Warbear says we're doing it so we can learn all about planning, script, and then doing the work stuff, as well as building up some endurance, also thinking about OBS scenes, recording and things. There's so many skills involved in content creation that it's a well worth thing to do, even if it's just for the practice of doing it. Warbear also said we're sure the kitten we got a little while ago is part Maine Coon. Damn thing's huge with the fur patterns and shape, and is already over 6 kilograms. Wow, that's a big cat. Agile as hell. though. Okay. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to? Tell me about the stuff and the things. I see you, Liger. I see you, Ansius. So, you got a subscriber badge. You clearly got gifted in the recent generosity from last week. Welcome in, everyone. See you play Minecraft, but tell me all about the stuff and the things. But I'm heading out. Have a good one. Thank you very much for coming in, Liger. Maybe another time. Wildy Coyote, welcome in. Sands of Time, Ancients raid. It's really difficult for me to read that because I want to read it as Ancients raid. Anytime. Anyhow, time for that. Okay, Warbear, take care. Thank you so much for coming in. Right, if you've just come over as part of the raid, I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Zach, and I would face the camera. I normally would. However, I'm in a dark cave and I'm scared. I'm not even supposed to be here. I just saw a hole in the ground and went, wonder where that leads. Found some diamonds and think that it was a good thing to do. And now that I'm up on diamonds, I'm getting the heck out of here somehow. It's not this way. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, more diamonds. More diamonds. Right. Where was the thingy bobby? Ah, that's the way. It came from up here. And over this way. Hey! I'm working here! Yeah, I was digging out a hole for the hospital in my city, but since I was lacking the swift sneak enchantment after my last death, I had to pause that in order to look for new book. Swift sneak is one of those things that I never thought I would value much, and now that I've had it, I hate not having it. Feels like a huge disadvantage. Right, this is not the way out. I am just a little bit curious of what's over here, so we're going to just have a look. Nope. Right, heading back out, which is this way. Oh, not this way. I did that thing again. I was sure it was that way. Found it. That is the way we went in. Yeah, there's the temple I saw. It was an eventful when I managed to get my pants and boots finally back to fully enchanted netherite. Nice. I haven't gone for netherite yet. I do actually have the enchantments available to me. I'm just not using them. Generally speaking, I haven't had a huge need. Most of the time when I've had the ability to do netherite, actually, I'm going to keep that there. Then if something does happen, at least I can get back in. Right, that makes sense of some sort. Just do that so nothing pops down my head. Put a torch here. Gonna take all of the TNT out. And then have a look in these chests for, in fact, I'll dig down here. Ooh, nice. Looting 2, I will take that. Looting 2 isn't the best enchantment, but I don't have looting on this sword, so there's temptation to do that. Scott says, this morning Siri said, don't call me Shirley. I accidentally left my phone in airplane mode. Okay. Right. Mine. And then we are heading back out. It's kind of odd that that's the only thing that I'm really interested in here. There are technically other things I should be interested in because there's suspicious sand here, but I haven't got a brush and I'm not that bothered. I would like to, however, grab my bed before I leave this time, so I don't have to rob another village. We are playing in my solo-ish world. I didn't pick up the bed. Did I pick up the bed? I did pick up the bed. Darn it. We're playing in my solo-ish world, which means that I have other content creators join me for bits and pieces occasionally when I want some fun, and I'm planning on having Impish Fox, one of my good friends and an amazing streamer in her own right. She will be joining me in the near future for a build. The build requires Mangrove, which is why I've had to travel so far out in order to get the resources. More coral reef. I'm pretty sure on the way out to the mangrove we didn't see that much coral, but so far on the way back, lots. And we're only a couple thousand blocks from where we were. Thanks, dolphins. I didn't really want dolphins, Grace. Sure, I will take that. Anything else? Don't waste. Oh, I'll take that as well. And gold. Right, we have buried treasure map. Just float to the surface while I figure out where it is. So we are northeast of it. So we need to go south, west, that way. Not getting me where I want to go, but you know. Southwest, yeah, that makes sense. And then this way. I found more of my maps have been pointing to water rather than land. I'm also a little bit worried there is a drowned around me. That seems good. Oh, okay. That's not normally found beneath gravel. That's rare. Out of the sea. And next opportunity to land up. Probably. Wind a chest down and make up another shulker box. We still have enough shulkers for 10 more shulker boxes. We only end raided fairly recently. I did it as part of my prep to come out, explore and look for stuff. I knew that I wouldn't have all the inventory space I needed, so getting a few shulkers was important. But I didn't grab a lot. Wow, got that quick. What did I get quick? The chest? So there are multiple ways to find the chest quickly. One is to know the coordinates in the world. That's always a 9-9. So if we do F3 and G, you'll see the world is made up of chunks outlined by the yellow lines. And on your coordinates at the top left, so it says block, it gives you the coordinates. Then it has 3 numbers, 7, 5, 8. The chest is always in 9-9, which is here. Not in every chunk, but in a chunk. So all you have to do is find the chunk that the map's pointing to, and you go to 9-9. Although I tend to do it based on just how the map looks. I recognise what it should be like. Go through that on the chair. We're going to grab 2 of these. And 1 of those. Boopity boop boop boop. Keep the gunpowder, everything else can kindly park it. Including the breastplate. I'm going to keep hold of this shulker box because then I can continue loading it. Ha, says Jumpy. Yeah, the coordinates always correspond with 9-9 in the grid, but you see the way I do it is I look at the map and I recognise where the arrow should be in comparison to the cross. I always point north when doing it because I'm used to that direction. Picked up everything. Let's turn the grid off because we don't need that anymore, and we'll continue flying homewards. Scott says, my doctor told me I was going deaf. The news was hard for me to hear. Oh dear. Thanks. Thank you for sharing that. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. I feel like I'm not welcome. Ooh. You, sir, go away. You, sir, can also go away. Right, there is a spawner up there, and I'm curious what is in there. Ow! I'm working here! Spiders. Clearly a spider spawner. Clearly. But I'd like to go in and just have a quick gander in the chest, because there could be an enchanted golden apple. There probably isn't. I'll take the regular golden apple though, and I'll take some coal. Dr. Wolf Den says, we have lost 2 employees at work due to 1 manager. Oh, I'm sorry. You've not had the best of luck with the work managers. It sucks. Very sorry. Right, we're going to eat before I fly because I'm likely to fly into a wall. Yep. I did not fly into a wall. I'm getting good at this game. Right, heading west. I see the hole in the ground. Not that bother. I will, however, happily grab those 2 blocks of gold. I do not have a solid source of gold. And gold is one of those resources that can be very, very useful. Not always, but they can be. And without a supply of gold, it makes sense to just pick it up when I see it. Rabbit! I know that Minecraft has been around for a long time, and this has been true for a long time, but isn't it beautiful? It's such a gorgeous game. Dark Wolf Den says, 1 had a family emergency pop up and the manager is like, I need 24 hours notice before you can have the day off. Yep. And if you treat your staff like that, they are not going to make an effort to kind of help. If you don't look after them, why are they going to look after you? Hello, witch. There are a lot of creepers here and this does not open up as much as I hoped. That looks slightly... yeah, still not good. Right. I don't think I've grabbed much in the way of sugarcane. Which is a little bit of a shame, but... don't mind if I do. Let's just pop down here. Yeah, it doesn't go that deep. Really, I want stuff that goes down to bedrock. So the co-worker quit on the spot. Yeah, if you're treated like dirt, you don't want to work there. If there's compassion, people are more likely to go out their way. If you can live your life being like that, but you won't have people stick around. Don't blame them, says Juppy. Nor do I. And before that, her son was sick and she had no one to take care of him, so the manager said, if you don't come in, you're fired. Oh, compassionate. Oh, an ad. Thank you for... oh, and you're back already. Thank you very much for sticking through the ad. Hugely appreciated. Really? I choose the one place without a bit... oh, Jellycat. Alright, there's a second place without a bed. What is it with this town? Third place... this is... you show him, Mr. Iron Golem. Ah, this is a bed. Oh. Don't mind me. Jumper says, my husband is in the market for another job because of The new manager. Yep. I think that's one of the main reasons people look for new work is down to management. Mrs. Dragon was previously very happy in her job, is far less happy now and more open to opportunities because the new manager is not a nice person. He's not compassionate, not pleasant, and I mean she's less likely to want to stick around. And she's an asset. And I'm not just saying that because I married her. I mean, she really is an asset. Everyone who works with her notices how fantastic she is at work, how much she produces, how much she does. Oh, thank you very much. Not too bothered about the rest. Hey, Mr. Turtles. Thank you, Aladar, for the toot. Darkswolf Den says, if someone like that happens, something like that happens to me, I hope she sends it in text. I'll be going right to Corp. Yeah, it's... I hope no one ever says it to you. Because it's just not a nice way to be treated. Oh, I don't mind if I do. In fact, I'll take the paper as well. Thank you very much. Rockets. And again, many. It'll work. Right, map. We need to go northeast. North, east. There we go. In fact, I'm going to offhand this for a change. And now it's just north. And she's adorable. I'll hire her. I don't think you can afford Mrs. Dragon. Her expenses are very high. Dr. Ten says I want to make sure she never has a job in this state. Cold, but understandable. Right. So when I have the map open, I like to point north, which is all that way. And if I go down, see where the white just peers? So it's this block. Oh. Clearly I can't read a map. Oh, I've gone too far back. Found it! I'll take a water breathing as well. I do have water breathing in my ender chest. But I put it away. And I might as well pick the one out there rather than pull it back out. I'll have a spare. It's fine. I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something. If I see another mangrove swamp, I'm going to be very disappointed. Even though I haven't travelled far from where I eventually found mangrove, the closer I can find a mangrove to spawn, the more annoyed I'll be about the journey I made. Was not a joke. A new manager is trying to micromanage. Has not even tried to understand the department. Yep. People do that. I'm too far south. Wait. Yes. North. I was wrong. I was too far north, but it doesn't technically matter. I said I'd aim for 4,500. Just because it's far enough over that it should be all new chunks without being so far over I'm leaving a big slither. All we're doing today is flying. Oh. We're getting distracted with shiny things. Shiny things are fun. And, I mean, if I find diamonds along the way like I have been, I'm quite happy to do this long trip. Much better than the fast trip home. Just gonna grab the sugar. I can't even afford my cell, says Jumpy. No. And I think the difficulties of affording oneself is harder every day because things seem to be getting more and more expensive. My biggest desire in life is to be financially secure. That's it. I'm pretty good with money, but I just need to continue to put it in the right places to do the right things. Ooh, there's a hole. That looks deep. Let's have a look. Let's land here. This is a relatively safe place to look from. I mean, it goes pretty much straight down. Gonna hop over to that ledge over there. Just by going around like this. There is a diamond over there. A diamond over there. And lichen. Ooh, 2 diamonds. Do that. We'll head over this way, which is where I think the other diamond was. Still have the map. Which is a little bit daft, but you know. Not the most stupid thing I've ever done. I'm entirely sure what the most stupid thing I've ever done is. You know, there's too many things to consider. No one's interested in me at the moment, right? I'll just grab this, and this. Throw that over there. Think of me. Do it quietly, no one will notice. I heard nothing. Just pop up here. Go away, zombie. I'm busy. Still busy. Okay, that's uneventful. But 9 diamond ore up, so I'll take it. And heading back west. I love just exploring in Minecraft. And with some of the plans I have in the future, I'm going to need the diamonds. I need to make a plinth to put Jumpy on. Which I'm not sure if Jumpy's aware of yet. Oh well. Exploring is one of the funnest things to do. Absolutely. I do find that it gets spoilt a little bit on SMPs because inevitably if you have even just a couple of people utilize the map, knowledge of where things are gets spread around. And then it's less interesting because, well, where's your sense of exploration if you know where things are? I see those diamonds. I'm grabbing them if you don't mind. I'm going to get lost here, but yep. It's to be expected. Ooh. The diamonds stick out against the tuff quite nicely. I do feel like there needs to be tough diamonds. Make diamonds in... Dough. Thank you. Just more variants. Why not diamonds in granite? Plinth, yes. There will be a plinth in your honour. At some point, maybe. Perhaps. Nothing to see here. Missed. Whoop, 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 whoop. At least this has knockback on it, which makes this a little bit easier. Little bit. Not completely. Right, there was a diamond ore over here, which is why I stopped. Ah, there they are. We got it. Got it again. He'll perish, probably. Hey, he's dead. Nice! Ooh. An 8. Right, there are some more diamonds over this way. Let's just deal with Creeper. And hacha! Gonna do that. Gonna stand around looking and eating. And then we're gonna grab those diamonds from next to this creeper. That's right, I was very calm about it. Could you tell? There are more over there. However, I need to remember the way to get out is behind me. Which I think I can keep track of, but if not, I've got people in chat that will help, right? Like that. And more. Yeah, I plan to do a collaboration corridor. Or something along those lines, where I have a plinth for everyone who joins me in the world, and at some point, Jumpy has promised to join me in the world and do some work with me, even if it's just planting some mangrove trees so I don't have to. Oh! The thingy-mabobby thing with the moss. Right, we are up to 33. Let's decant. Keep all those. Get rid of as much of the other stuff as possible. Pick up the shulker and fly away. Okay, I saw pilfer. This is not the way, but I'm curious. This is the way. Right, we are heading that way? Parrots! Don't mind planting mangrove trees. Shouldn't need to. I have a shulker and a half of mangrove wood. If that doesn't last me, you are getting invited purely to do that. I'll fish while you do it. I really do not like mangrove. I've had enough of it. I've done my share. Don't mind fishing? Nor do I. I'd happily sit on the dock and fish. Next time we have a call, we'll do it in the world. You can sit with me and we can fish while we have a catch up. You can tell me about all the stuff and the things. And I can repair my tools whilst fishing. Not the best use of time, progress-wise, but playing Minecraft shouldn't always be about the most efficient. We're going to land. Partly so I can grab that sugarcane, and partly so I can sleep, and partly so I can kill some creepers. Oh yeah, let's offhand. Right. Hey, Mr. Creeper. I know, what if I'm boring? Well, I mean, why would that matter? Also, I don't think you're boring. Thank you. I mean, so far that's one creeper and one gunpowder, but yeah. It's working. There's more creepers over that way. And I like dealing with it in here because there's limited space that mobs can be. I have less spots to kind of keep an eye on. Dealt with. Dealt with. Let's creep over there, creep over there. Like the mangrove trees, says Scott, I've been taking the vines off of them to make the area look better. Such a task. Oh! Great, I'm going to have to deal with you. Get me out. See, that worked. We're all good. Yeah, mangrove trees just, they're not a fan. They're a hassle. My favourite tree to cut is birch. It's just straightforward and easy, and I like it. Also, this is repairing my elytra, which is much appreciated. Do that, and that. Now we're heading back off this way. In a way, I need to be efficient because I want to make sure I make it home before the end of the stream, because I plan on doing some recording, hopefully a Friday, if not sometime during the weekend with Impish. So I need to be back at the base to do it. Jumper says spruce is the best one in every possible way. Anyone who says different says they feel different. Anyone who's says differently feels differently. I thought that sentence was a non-sentence, and I went, no, Jumpy would definitely make sense. Then I reread the message and realised, nope, Jumpy is not making sense. Ooh, that's a cool cliff. I agree, Jumpy. Thank you, Donut. Ooh, pillager outpost on the hill. You just ran off like a fool. Gotta take that and that and that. Thank you. Goodbye. That's right, I just swoop in, grab the stuff I want, and I'm out. That's whose was a typo. Anyone who says differently. But the rest of it, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Thought I'd left my bed again. Which is weird, because the journey out, I had one bed. I didn't lose one at all. And then on the journey back, I've nearly left mine several times. Look at how well this world is just loading in new chunks, completely generated in front of me without any issues. Great hosting from Nodecraft. Hashtag ad, I am partnered. But if you want to make me look good, click the link. It makes me look good. And I need help making me look good because I can't do it myself. We've all seen me try and get good. It just doesn't work that well. I was hoping for something interesting. I mean, we've still got 38,000 blocks. There'll be a hole in the ground, an ocean monument or something. There's a hole in the ground. Yeah, it doesn't look that interesting. I'm probably going to need to make another chest at, shulker at some point. I could move stuff around and take up less space, but realistically, I've got the shulkers. I don't really need to manage it. I can just wait till I get back and organise them into the right chests. Ooh, hole. Yeah, this looks shallow. It is. I was hopeful. And now I'm disappointed. I think you look good, thanks. Also, flying like this does allow me to sip my tea. My tea that I made over an hour ago. It's at drinking temperature. You know what I mean. Ideal drinking temperature. Scratch that. I don't think there is an ideal drinking temperature as much as there is a range. Hotter than a certain amount and colder than a certain amount. Mine's tall, like a third of the way up on the scale, so if I left it for another 10 minutes, I think it would be suboptimal. Ooh, another pillager outpost. Okay, the tea's going down. We gotta swoop in, open the chest, grab some smithing templates, and then move on. He did it as well. Oops. Oh, that's disappointing. Ooh. There was no smithing templates in that one. But I didn't really need to put my tea down, did I? I haven't really looked at the templates too much. I forget which ones I like and which ones I'm unbothered by. So I don't know which ones I really want to make an effort to grab, but realistically, if I get them in the world and collect them, they're there in case I or anyone that joins me in the world wants to use them. So it makes sense to grab them whenever possible. And as long as I have one of each, I'm good. I can make more, but if I can get more, it saves me spending diamonds on duplicating them. I'm one swig away from finishing my tea. Right, mug warmer's going off. That's how committed I am to finishing it. Don't need to waste any more electric. Speaking of electric, I am looking forward to the day we move. We're not planning on moving for many, many years, but Mrs. Dragon and I like looking at houses. I don't know if anyone else does that, but it's a way to relax and unwind. Some people will look at, you know, eBay ads. Some people will look at... It's browsing. It's fun to do that just to have a look at what's on the market, how much things are, how other people live, ideas of, oh, I like the way they lay it out, though they laid those bookcases out. Making me want coffee. Jumpy, go get some coffee then. Pugmat, welcome in. Sightseeing. We are heading back home. I went 58,000 blocks away from spawn looking for Mangrove. I found it. Definitely looking at houses, Axa. See, I find it fun because it's interesting to look. It also means that we spend time kind of aligning with each other as to what I enjoy, what Mrs. Dragon enjoys, things that are important to you. And I can spot houses that I go, Mrs. Dragon would like this one, and I will show it, and she goes, oh, that's a dream house. I'd love a house like that. Ugh, I hate moving, says Jumpy. Yes, I don't want to move, but I look forward to the day when I have my true home. That the place we're in is home, but I know it's not our forever home. I see us moving one more time in our life. Like, what are you picky on houses with, by the way? So, for example, I want a detached house. I don't want semi-detached, partly because I really enjoy having the knowledge that you're not impacting other people, but also other people not impacting you directly. Is that that's weird. Right, before I go down, we are going to put this bed up here. I'm going to set a spawn. I'm also going to put this down and this, and make another shulker. This one's full, so I'll throw it in. I'm also going to grab some rockets. So we have a shulker box to go down. This is going to take everything that I don't need currently. I'm going to have as many rockets as I can get for this paper. put the rest of the gunpowder in. Is it the lava right here? It feels like I'm hearing skeletons. So detached house is important. I also want to have enough space and a good good house to have like solar panels. That's important to me. I like the idea of producing more of my energy needs and also being aware of what we're using. So Dream Home will have solar panels on it. It's guaranteed. Right, we're going to take these out before I accidentally set anything off or a creeper comes in and sets everything off. Sand. Great. I'll take the gunpowder. Gunpowder, and diamonds. Ooh, breach, sure. More gunpowder. And that'll do. Jumper says, I don't know that I'll ever be able to afford my dream house with the way things are. I think looking would make me sad. I'm glad it brings you joy there. I'm sorry. I can understand that, and it's not for everyone. It's something that brings me joy in the same way that some people enjoy looking at cars. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to buy that car. I'm not going to buy that house, but it's interesting to look. I don't know which way is the lava lake. I feel like it's this way. It is! That was risky. Yeah, I enjoy looking at houses and thinking about the future, what we want, where we want. There's the options of, you know, when do we want to be near family or away from family? The pros and cons of different sides. So, for example, if we... Mangrove! If we had some... That's a very small mangrove, but that would have worked. If we live near a family, we won't have as big a house if we live further away, for example. Isn't the housing market harder enough there, Zach, since you are UK bound? I don't know. It depends on your perspective. I'm on the ladder and have been for a number of years. So I am what some people would call a pleb. I left school at 16 and started working, and I got to the point where I was spending very little and I was saving most of what I was earning. So I put 50% down on my first house when I was 23, and I wasn't earning much. I was on maybe 23,000 a year. Pleb, Drath's middle name. Drath uses the word too. And I got onto the ladder and have been continuing to work my way up. Where we're at now is a good place. We have a home that's perfectly adequate for us. I'm not going to give you all of the details of our finances. But we're okay. We're on track. I don't think we are particularly well off, but also we are surviving. We're okay. And I am very grateful for that. There are many people who are struggling a lot more than us. And some of the difference is down to, you know, the work that I've put in, but some of it is down to just being fortunate, having the right opportunities, having good health. And I don't take it for granted. I'm appreciative of what I have and what I've been given. Ooh, Woodland Mansion. Actually, should I be... Stupid question. Actually, I don't know if it's a stupid question. What's in a woodland mansion? Define good health. I mean, I can work. I'm not in pain. I'm good. Let me check the loot table. I can't think of what's in here that's of interest anymore. I see the Vex Summoner. wool. Oh, wow, that makes it totally worth it. Gonna head over here. I'm gonna peer at that window. Indicators. They're gonna summon Vexes. Do you need cobwebs? Nope. I can't think of anything that's hugely worthwhile unless they have any smithing templates, which I'm pretty sure they don't. He's dead. Vokers with totems. We have totems. We've gained them from... What's the word? They have flower pots. Oh, now you're talking more language. There's a creeper in there. Just noticed that on top of the cat. Yeah, we have totems at home. I'm not too worried about them. We can do other things. Vex armor trim, smithing template. Ooh, good point. I don't know if I'm that worried about it now then. I mean, Vex armor would be nice. But also... Do I need it? It's, aha! You too. Hello? Whoa! Where did you come? Was he standing in the corner the whole time and I just didn't notice? I'll take this totem if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Right, let's offhand this. Just Jotted golden apple 3.1%. Yeah. I think the armor trim's the most interesting thing. Hello. Wouldn't it be cool if it was that spot just there? Don't mind me. There's a chest there. It could be that chest. Could just be this chest here. Vex. That'll work. Actually, I don't know if I do. Right. That's all we wanted, right? I know about you want book, enchanted book. Enchanted books, I can get all of them. There's no enchantments that are exclusive to this place. I would have thought there'd be a chest on one of these shelves. Oops. That was not what I meant to do. Oh well. Trim is the answer. And I got it! Look at me go! I'm good at this game. I've got some gunpowder from it. Yeah, I would have expected there to be a chest on there like there is in the library. But no. Oh yeah, Electron. That helps with the flying. We have this shulker with loads of space in it, so we'll pop this down. Put the loot that I don't need in there. This, get rid of that. Gonna throw that in, and that in, and that. I want a lot more paper, so if I can keep an eye out for paper, that would be amazing, because I'm down to stack and a half of rockets. We're going to take this out, sleep, and then we'll head off. Thank you very much for the help with the looking up at the loot table. Very, very much appreciated. Right, we are heading west. I might as well keep hold of this. totem. I'm not using a shield, so totem can... Actually, no, it annoys me. I don't want it there. I'm going to regret that, but... Oh well. We live to regret. Well, we don't. We die and then we regret. Oh yeah, Vex Armor Trim. That's why I see, when I asked the question if is there anything valuable, the only thing I could think of is there might be armor trim, but I wasn't sure. Because the armor trim there could have also been in Pillager Outpost. I wasn't sure whether it was the same or different. And also, I don't know how many armor trims there are for the Woodland Mansion, whether it's just one. The Vex. Pretty sure that's the only one. There's one I can think of. But we all know that I don't know everything. And that's why I love streaming. That and spending time with cool people. Right, we have shorelines, and shorelines can present sugarcane. There's some. I mean, it's 4 bits of sugarcane. It's enough for 12 rockets. Not expecting. Thanks. Slam the door in my face. Oh, not the house that I was thinking of. Do you know what? I'm not that interested in this lot. We all know Zach would be lost without you. I would be, indeed. I mean, without you, I'd have no sanity left. Well. Actually, even with you, I don't know if I have much sanity. I have seen a lot of cherry blossoms. Not complaining. I like them. They're cute. They're adorable. Oh, where does... Ooh. Did I just see... Let's spam round dice. Emerald ore. Is it deep slate emerald ore that's rare? Assume that it's deep slate. Keep rocket in hand because I think this will be a quick turnaround and fly off. Either because there was going to be something deadly down there, or just because I don't want to be there. Right, west. Did I say hi to you out loud, Pug? I'm starting to think maybe I just thought hi. Yeah, we all do that. I had one of those moments fairly recently with Mrs. Dragon where I couldn't remember whether I updated her on something or not. I went, oh, I was going to tell you, and I can't remember whether I did or not. I think it was one of those things where I did tell her, and she went, oh yeah, you did. I was like, okay, just wasn't sure. Whee! Minecraft's so pretty. What? Mangrove? Do you realise how much closer this is? This is 22,000 blocks out instead of... Oh no, 26,000 blocks out instead of 58. Less than half the distance. A little bit offended. Got none to spare. Oh. Excuse me, I'm being shot at. I do not like being shot at. What I like is some diamond ore, please. Not sure if I see any down there, but I'm going to glide gracefully and with style and dignity. Some of that may be true. Oh, diamonds. I angered an Enderman. I don't like Endermen. They're scary. Hello, Jasmine. Wow. Not right now. Ah. Oh, great. Right, he's dead. Finally. Look around. We're good. We're good. Diamond. 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 We're good, right? We're good. We're good? I think we're good. Still terrified. Still terrified. Ooh. This is not the way, however. Are we keeping track of my diamonds? What's the +9? Oh, more over there. Don't mind if I do. Again, I need them for the plinth. To the glory and honour of Jumpy. It's just a small plinth. Not much glory. Right, just spinning around to see if I can spot any more. Ooh, more. Found some. What? 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. Everybody in the floor, come on and jive. There is one there. I'm not that bothered by it. It's kind of floaty. I have no idea. I think I set something on my keyboard. Fair enough. We're heading this way because it represents the way out. And west again. Still need more. 17. Nice. More mangrove. Wow. So this tiny patch of mangrove here, you know, it's not much to look at. I mean, with the size of it, you have to question how I missed it, but I was over that way by a couple 1,000 blocks. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Right, the shore is good because sugarcane. I want sugarcane. Ooh, hillside. Ooh, more mangrove. Thank you. I did do a silly thing though, because I put my crafting table in there. Let's grab this. Oh. Let's grab these. Rockets. 2 stacks. Much better. I was thinking of swimming over there. No, I'm rocketing. I've done, what, 38,000 blocks already? I'm sure I'll be fine. The mangrove continues. Part of me wants to look up the world map for this and see how much mangrove I've missed. Clearly, lots of it. But hey, that's part of the joy of not having the seed or not looking up the seed. I mean, I technically have the seed, I'm just not using it. Oh, regular woods. I'm really looking forward to collaborating with Impish. Sure, let's go have a look at this. 1 treasure map. Gold. Nothing of huge value, but I might as well pick it up. Right, we need to go west, which is handy. No, east. Do I need... Let's offhand south and east. Okay, we haven't loaded the map in yet, so it's definitely a lot more south. Oh. Just have a quick look in here. Surely there's a chest. A chest? Yeah, not a chest. Right, this one. Found it! And goodbye. Oh, my Elytra is quite low on durability. I say low. We are 142 durability. So next time I see a big open plains and it's night time, it will probably make sense to stop and kill some things. Here, this is a place to stop. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Hello, Mr. Spider. I'm also tempted to go in and take out the Elder Guardian. Mostly because I can. But partly because, well, sponge. I can hear all of the Guardian zapping stuff. Dare I? Should I just do that just in case? Oh. Right, 142, 192. This has been well worth it, even just for the 50 durability I've added. Whoop-a-da. Do you put your stuff... Did you put your stuff in your ender chest? Most of it. I mean, if I died, I'd need to go get an ender chest, but I could just put this one down. Also, did you bring milk and slime blocks? Nope. Why? Do you think I need that in order to do it? You're overthinking it, Jumpy. You're overthinking it. Let's go with 2 of these. 1 of these. I'm going to top up on our stuff through... You know, let's keep hold of some gunpowder. Chest goes down. We'll make all the paper that I can manage. Turn it to rockets. The rest of the gunpowder in here. And another shulker box. Boopity boop 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 boop. Go for it then. Here I die a lot when I do the things. So the one thing I want to do is make sure I don't leave my bed here, because I can't break it once I have mining fatigue. What I will do is hold that in my offhand, just in case. I'm going to break this, break that, and I might as well sleep. Except for real life, I haven't yet to die in real life, thankfully. Right, so the method to do this is we go up here, we go, whee, and then we're in. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have zipped straight back out and made another hole elsewhere, but I'm just focusing on the crown rooms because it gets me a sponge and a head and potential of a smithing template. See, it's relatively straightforward. I might eat though. Let's just take this. Dealt with. And now I have mining fatigue. So if I'd have left my ender chest on the side, it would have been a problem. I have not done that. And now we're flying off. I gained an Elder Guardian head, a wet sponge, and some XP. Not a lot, but some. Right, I want to head back to 4,500, or minus 4,500 in the Z coordinate. It's relatively straightforward to do. I have done it before with dive bombing in and a bucket of milk. I mean, I've got buckets that I've picked up. I could go get milk next time I see cows, and then I'm better prepped to do the other one. However, the Crown Guardian is relatively straightforward to do. So I tend to do that one because it's in a much more confined space. The other two can move around a little bit. So finding them and keeping near them is a bit of a pain sometimes. Whereas that, you can break line of sight whilst remaining relatively close. Oh look, a regular swamp with a witch hut. Not that I'm likely to come out this far for it. It's just worth knowing. I suppose the same is true of the ice spikes and things like that. I could build a renewable source of ice, but the world is infinite, and if I head out far enough, I get new chunks. So I'm never going to come back there. That looks weird with dirt paths put on the top of ice. Mining fatigue, we have another 3 minutes. So if I land and put anything down, I've got to wait a while before I pick it back up. It's best suited to landing on a big flat area and mending my elytra. But at the moment, there's nowhere to do that. Geo, welcome in.
Oh, for the sake of Moomins.
And remembering that you have an arrival sound. Well done, I'm so proud of you. Want to know what really rocks? It's your girl. She's a real diamond. An awesome, caring streamer that's well worth checking out. It's true! Ooh. Shiny stuff. Ow! Oh, mining fatigue. 2 minutes. I'll take those. 2 minutes. What's the chance of something, you know, attacking me here? Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. I mean, I'll have this block mined in no time. This is the rest of the stream. Slow and painful, but what isn't? Polar bears? Great, now you remind me. There weren't any that close. And they're not hostile unless they have children. And it's not because they're protective over the children. They just get really angry when they have children. Same as people. People that have children are naturally more short-tempered than those that don't. It's just facts. I mean, you don't disagree, do you? Having children leads to having a shorter temper. And less patience. Mostly because it gets spent on the children. Another portal. 58 seconds left. You know what? I'm going to land here. Grab the sugarcane. Like that. And then walk over to the bottom. By the time I'm there, the mining fatigue may have run out. There's the chest. Well, an apple, don't mind if I do. And a lodestone, and we have 31 seconds, which is actually quite a long time. I got nothing else to do. I love that in Minecraft it says incorrect for stone tool, incorrect for gold tool. Dragon immune. Still no tags. At some point, my mining fatigue will wear off, and then all of a sudden, we'll be mining obsidian like nobody's business. There was a moment there, it got much quicker. Still slow. Welcome in, Gio. How is your day going? How was the rest of your stream? How was the pathway? Pathways. I think I can make that ledge. Ow. I did make that ledge. I just need to add a few more sea lanterns and it's done. Nice. I'm kind of looking forward to being able to do some of the grindy stuff on an SMP again, because whilst I really enjoy solo worlds in that every time something is achieved, there is a sense of I did that. And that's really cool and a great feeling. Just being able to look at everything that's in the world and go, yeah, I did that. Tunnel! I mean, who would ban such a word? But SMPs allow for collaboration and getting things done. Something that, unfortunately, I didn't get to do as often on Ramble Life as I would have liked. Just because there wasn't as many content creators active for most of the time I was on there. I'm going to keep hold of that. You can go away, you can go away, you can go. Go. Didn't really need to stop here. Just felt like the right thing to do. I'm going to sleep because as unlikely as it is that I'm going to get struck by lightning, I'm not risking it. I finally found a way to play on the same server as you. I mean, you already had a way. Just have to invite me in for a project. I would have happily done things on your server with you. Just need an excuse. I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. And that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah. I'll take it, I suppose. Buried treasure. Wolfie says, secret tunnel like for real. Geo's working on tunnels in the Nether on. What? Kuiper belt? Oh, you need a specific job, my bad. Yes! Yes, that would actually help. Right, we are heading over that way. Towards the village. I'm going to do it on foot. Because it's close enough. I don't want to waste a rocket. Or durability on my elytra. 175. I do have spare elytra with me, I think. But that's not the point. Somewhere over here. I think it's this block, but it might be one in front. Okay. Found it! I'm good at this game. Despite evidence to the contrary. It wasn't a secret, it was a pride tunnel, all rainbow and shiny. And it looked cool. I like the way that Pride causes a lot of people to add more colour to builds. Because I really enjoy even just simple stuff of, yeah, you've added a rainbow to the roof. It just makes it more colourful and more enjoyable. Rather than, you know, the normal repeating pattern, which is fine in itself, just not as good as a rainbow. You are good at finding those, am I? Oh, thanks. Just going to head over here because this looks like an opening that could be deep. It might not be. It might just be an exposed opening. Yep, that goes down. a little bit. Goes down a lot over there. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take that though as a consolation prize. Don't mind the mobs, right? They don't matter. Just ignore them. What's the worst that can happen? I need experience. Spiders are easy. My Elytra has taken a bit of a bruising from travelling, what, 35,000 blocks so far? So stopping, getting some XP is all good. Ooh, thank you very much. Oh, I knew that would be interesting to get to me. He's dead. And I get an arrow. There's loads of mobs. Anyone want a conga line? It's all good. Tell you what, I'll put some torches down as I go because it's easier for you on stream to see what I'm doing. This looks safe. Yeah, it's fine. Just need to remember the way out. It's just actually the more difficult part. Not because I'm worried about harm, more that I'm worried about just heading the wrong way and wasting rockets. See, this is a dead end. It's fine. Spiders are easy. Wow, rude. I mean, yeah, that is a bit rude. Ha! Acha! No, the zombies are the easy one. It's just relatively straightforward when there's several of the same mob. Sorry, Bat! I feel bad now. As I should. Ah! Thank you. Who did it? GL. Why I oughta take that redemption away? I don't know. Actually, I don't know where that sentence was going. I'll take that. Right, I saw more diamonds around. I just got distracted, and now I can't remember where they were. That worked? Where were those diamonds? Maybe this way. One up there. That's not particularly... Thank you. Interesting. Ouch. There's one. I'm going to eat first, then dig the diamonds out. Don't stand for it, Jumpy, or sit for that matter. No, stand up and tell Zach how annoyed you are. Or sit down. Whatever's comfier. Ow! Just trying to... See, because I was sure I went past some diamonds and ignored them because of the mobs. And it's because I ran over this bit to do the spiders, so it must be that way. Hello! Missed! That's right. That's right. I just start fights. Ought to what? I don't know. I didn't know where the sentence was going. Oh wow, I've run out of space. I'm going to put that on my offhand. just so I can pick up that head. Durability of my elytra's nearly fixed. Which was not really expected, but I will happily take it. Well, that was annoying. Nope, not quite. If I'd have done that properly, let's just see if I can show off. Ah, nearly! I landed it and then slid off. Totally not worth it for just one diamond door, but you know. Gonna have to eat now. Okay, that's just kind of frustrating now. I've wasted too many rockets on this. As they say, he's not worth it, Terry. He's not, but you know. I made the commitment. I'm making the landing. What was that about rockets earlier? I've got the gunpowder, I just need the sugarcane. It's fine. But this has got space, so let's pop this down and throw some loot in. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Emeralds, spider eyes. We're good. I mean, I've only got 17,000 blocks to go. I've done 40,000 blocks so far. I should be good. This is not the way. This is the way. This isn't the way either, but yeah. This is. And we're out! Look at me making it safely out of the hole with some diamonds. Right, we are heading west, which is this way. I still struggle with the new bushes in the Badlands? Is this biome? Yeah, Badlands. Because those bushes make me think they're cobwebs, so I'm expecting a surface level mineshaft. Right, we're going to walk around this village because I see lots of sugarcane. Hello, don't mind me. Oh. This is looting on it. How disappointing. Where's my trident? I earned that. I mean, I'm not going to fly past a man with a trident when I've got an opportunity of potentially getting one. Right, back to heading west. I'm going to take the totem off my hotbar. I really don't need it. Not right now. Got enough rockets. Got more gunpowder, I've got sugarcane, I'm good. If we get to 0 in the X coordinate, I'll then head south? Wait. Yeah, south. Back to spawn. You can think about the glory that I have earned. It's none, isn't it? We can pretend I've earned glory. Again, keeping an eye out for holes in the ground. Easy caves to jump into, grab some diamonds and leave. Of course, I need diamonds for Geo as well. Because Geo at some point will join me in the world, right? I don't even know if Geo's seen any of the streams where I was looking at. 2 villagers. Do you think they ever send postcards to each other? I trekked across the desert. I came over to see you. How you doing? Yeah, weather's been terrible. Yeah, dry, isn't it? Yeah, we're in a desert. Sorry, I'm rambling. Rambling is fun. It's what I have to do. Now they hate each other. Whoa, what? You know that mangrove swamp that was 58,000 blocks from spawn? Well, this is a little bit closer. I managed to get to 58,000 blocks from spawn without seeing any mangrove swamps. And on the way back, I think I found 4 or 5. Sounds like Shakespeare's tale. Yes. It does sound like a Shakespeare's tale, I'll give you that. Okay, this is a mangrove swamp broken up by desert. Interesting mix of biomes. A very wet land right next to a very dry land. Hey, camel. What happened? Just heading over here, just having a look, took my meat. I said, don't mind me. I said, leave me alone. Thank you. Rabbit! Was that the cat making that noise? Or the rabbit? To or not to That is the question. Whether it is nobler to summon an iron golem and then not need to I don't know whether desert villages are more common or I've just been very fortunate how many I've found. Ow. Well, this doesn't look very interesting. Wolfie says, I like a camel, their ears are so funny. I like a camel? As in you're like a camel? Or you like camels because they have funny ears? Actually, why not both? I'm not that bothered by them. Yeah, I am. I was going to say, I want to land for the gold, but can I be bothered? Yes, I can. I do not have a source of gold. I would like 2 gold blocks. Second one. I love the way you say that, expecting me to remember which order I said them in. I do, but I don't normally. In fact, very rare for me to remember the order of which I gave 2 options. In fact, it would have... It's almost as useless to tell me which one and say yes. You know when people say this or this and you go yes. Although that question normally refers to what would you like for Christmas dessert. Would you like Christmas pudding, trifle, or Christmas cake? And the answer is, and will always be, yes. Me test you? No. Everyone tests me every day. My brain is the size of a pea. And I am having to think about the direction I'm heading, keeping an eye out for what I'm doing. Not let there be radio silence. Remember different conversations I had with different people who said what and in what order. And try and to not embarrass myself. Because anything I do that's embarrassing, it's been broadcast, it's out there. Anyone could clip it or watch the VOD. I do post the VODs on YouTube in 4K. Don't get a huge number of views. However, I like the fact that they're there and it gives people the option. With VOD content on Twitch, there is a finite amount of time you can watch it for before it gets deleted. Whereas on YouTube, it's there forever unless they change their policy. And in 4K, whereas Twitch is limited to the stream quality, 1080p. Kind of expecting to see a ocean monument here. It's big enough. Ah, there's one. Let's hello. Don't mind me. If I had a trident, you know, that'd be much better. But I don't. So it isn't. Try and get one every time I see a trident. Well, I'm pretty sure every time I see a trident, I've attacked the trident wielder, hoping that they would drop their weapon. Because it's so handy for this. Don't zap me. That's rude. Come back here so I can murder you. Come. Is this fish indestructible or something? No, nope, it's not. Right, we're going to eat before I head out. I've got the sponge and the head and... heading the wrong way. This way. Armor trim. I do, however, also now have mining fatigue for 4 minutes, but, you know, I wasn't planning on doing anything. 4K, I barely do 4 miles a day. I did about 5 kilometers this morning. All because I wanted to go for a walk, and it was raining, so I got home wet. ZactheDragon saw me when I got in and said, "You're soaked." And I went, "Yep." She went, "Maybe you want to get changed?" I went, "Yeah, probably." But with it being warm here in the UK, being wet isn't really a big deal as long as you're still warm. Which I was. So I managed to go for a walk, listen to my audiobook. It was a good way of starting the day. Fresh air. I like it. And I enjoy finding time to go for a walk in the morning. I find it's really good just for my mental health. It keeps me in a good place. Otherwise, I can easily not leave the house. What book are you listening to? So I've just started Jordan Peterson's book. I know he's quite controversial. However, even if there's someone you disagree with, it's still important to listen to what they say because you can learn stuff. And some of the things he says, actually, I think it's really interesting. He's a psychology professor. I forget which university he taught at. He's Canadian. And to be honest, I'm not too familiar with the Canadian university circuit. But yeah, an interesting man, interesting points. Reflecting on stuff is good. Right, I don't want to land because mining fatigue. 2 more minutes. I can peer into a cave system. That seems fine. The last book I was listening to before that was Prince Harry, his book Spare, which is interesting because as a normal person you don't really have the insight of what goes on inside the royal family, so it offers a lot of perspective, and there's some stories to share from his army days, from his work with charities. There's a lot there to learn from. And before that, the book I read was Don't Listen to Her, Don't Trust Her, which was a fictional book about There's two friends who knew each other from school. After several years of being besties, one of them ups and disappears, goes away. She gets on the train, doesn't tell her friend why, just says, come with me. She doesn't, and then they presume she's dead. And then 10 years later, she reappears. And the person who stayed there saw the person that came back and went, you're not my friend, you're someone else pretending to be them. So there's a story in that, and everyone believes that this is the right person. And she's like, but it isn't. I like fiction, says Jumpy. I've been listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl. Can't say I've heard it. Bit more language than I prefer, but I love the story and characters. I flick between different genres, and it's down to what I fancy listening to. Ooh. So this is not usually of interest, but it looked deep. Oh. Not as deep as I thought. Ow! Right, heading south. Yeah, I move from book to book. I tend to listen to autobiographies more than fictional books, just because it's much easier for me to track, even if I have to step away. It's quite easy when listening to fictional stories. If you end up with a break of 2 or 3 days, you can easily forget where you're up to, and also it takes more focus, whereas I can do an autobiography whilst doing some work sometimes. I tend not to listen to autobiographies at work, but it's nice to have the option. Thank you, Wolfie. I didn't trust myself to be able to press the mute button in time, so I went, it's better that I don't sneeze into the microphone. I don't actually know what the coordinates of home is. I'm presuming when I get to 00, it will look familiar enough to me. If not, I do have screenshots. Ooh. Pillager Tower. Hello, Jasmine. I have a cat around my ankles. Ooh. Okay. That's unexpected. I mean, we're relatively close to 00. We're getting there. Yep, there we go. I didn't realise that the middle of this was so close to 0. Is the Discworld on audio? Yes. It is. Discworld novels, Terry Pratchett, I've definitely seen audiobooks of them. I bet so. I'll check Audible. Jumpy, you have Audible? See, I don't have a audiobook subscription. I use an app that works with my local library, where I just put in my library card and I can borrow books digitally. Mining fatigue is worn off. We have lots of loot. What I'm going to do is lay them out in here. That makes sense. So let's go with this one. Throw everything else in here. Boop, 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 boop. Including the bed. And food. Yep. I can go there. I keep ender chests in my ender chest. Don't worry about it. If I ever need to put one down and keep it there, I put it down and then grab another one out. I'm going to put all of the stuff down here so I can show it off when I next do a recording. Although I probably want to just organise the stuff. Boop, boop. Nice. Some of it will be worth showing and other bits will be just random stuff, like gravel. Gravel doesn't need showing, it could just be stored away. there's stuff to keep, there's stuff to organise. Sand, cut sandstone, all this stuff. Pull out. In fact, oh yeah, I got a beehive. Icy Fox, welcome in. Maybe the gravel wants to be shown. I mean, I already have one on show. I can't have two favourites. Welcome in. Gonna grab sand and put that in the right place and just kind of slowly chip away at tidying the stuff out. I hope people don't mind me doing this on stream. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Ask me an interesting question. We can do other stuff while I'm doing this. This doesn't take a lot of concentration. I can probably do it without derping too much. Maybe. Actually, on second thoughts. I mean, hi, sweetie. You said hi, sweetie. Hang on. Is Icy Fox related? Daughter? Half-daughter? Adopted daughter? Just random person that you're being nice to? Hug Icy Fox. The struggle, stress, and pain of the day just melt away from Icy Fox's mind as Jumpy Spider Lady gives them a hug. Icy Fox is my part-time daughter. That makes sense. I had a feeling you were going to say that, but no confidence. Oh wow, I have too much cobble. Who would have thought it? I'm going to throw that in here. I've managed to gather cobble just by using the cobblestone generator down there, and turning it into stone is useful because, well, I've got to be here anyway to do other things. I then get something else to trade. She's awesome. Wait, don't tell her that. Children are not supposed to know that they're awesome or that people like them. They're supposed to question their value in life, like I do. Iron and gold is not that interesting and will be just put away in a chest. Diamonds, on the other hand. Those, that. Yep. Yippies. Yep. Most of this stuff is so uninteresting, but it's the sort of thing that I pick up when I go and I go, I don't want to just leave it. I'll take it back with me. I'll love it. I'll care for it. It'll be happy. Just like a puppy, but less cute. So is Jumpy. She's the best. She's proper wicked. Jumpy, thank you very much for gifting a sub. Icy Fox, welcome to the sub club. You have access to my amazing emotes, many of which were designed by Jumpy Spider Lady. I'm sure Jumpy would agree that they are indeed amazing. I don't have a chest for stone brick. That's strange. Now I do. I don't have anything to put in there, but you know, start with making a chest and then you find stuff to go in it later. F3 can go off because I don't need that. Loot. Do I have a copper chest? I do have a copper chest. I didn't think I did. I've been slowly expanding my storage into more and more chests. This wall back here is technically space for another 16 double chests. But at the moment, it's home to chickens. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for supporting me as well. Now you can have a boot kitten emote. That boot kitten emote is based on Jasmine, who is... She's by the door. She's sitting in a slither of light. Mine. I mean, it's all mine, but still. Mine. I feel like I've done very well for myself with this trip. Right, emeralds. It's so much loot. Most of it's just the mangrove stuff that I wanted to make sure I had, so I never have to go searching for more mangrove. Although now I've found plenty of other places to get it, which is slightly annoying. In your pop. bits and pieces. That goes in there. Food in here. Sugarcane. Their food and sticks. Right, that'll do for now. I'm going to wrap up. I will be streaming tomorrow. I have questions about what I'm playing tomorrow. The original thought was Projected Dreams. However, I really enjoyed playing it last week. I want to continue playing it, but I was rather good at it last week, and I'm fearful that if I stream it again, I will struggle, and then everyone will see me struggle and it'll put a downer on it. And also, I like the idea of playing it my own time. Joey says Portal 2. So, this week, I have been sent 3 games, none of which I asked for, but received 3 games. I'm interested in streaming one of them because I want to check it out. Hang on, let me see if I can share it with you. So I have a couple options for tomorrow's stream, which isn't the planned idea of Project Dreams. I was thinking I might play Power Wash Simulator because a new DLC came out. But hang on. A new DLC came out for Power Wash Simulator. It's Muckingham Files Part 6. Oh, it says there. It came out on the 26th of May, and I haven't done it, and I would like to do it, and I enjoy spending time with DC. So if DC is available, I'm hoping to play Power Wash Simulator tomorrow. But I also received Spray Paint Simulator. Not sure if it was last week or this week. Jumpy has Power Wash Simulator. Oh, that's Jumpy. Interesting. Strange. I mean, would you be available tomorrow if DC isn't? We'll talk about it. Send me a DM. But Spray Paint Simulator got sent to me, and it's a very similar style of game to Power Simulator, except you're spraying things. This is the trailer for it, obviously. It's been published by Whitethorn Games, a company I have worked with in the past a few times. And this was a game that I've heard about for a while and I thought about applying for, but I decided not to because I had too many other things at the time. And then they went, here's a key anyway. For a second I thought you jumped right into the game. Nope. This is just the trailer. So there's that to try. So I could try that. I could also do PC Building Simulator. There's so many things like tartan paint. That does look fun. So there's that as an option. There's several good options. I have to decide which one I want to do. Dirt! Gravel. See, I can't help when I'm doing this. I'll just do one more block. I'll just do one more thing. I like chipping away at stuff like this. And I know plenty of people will see bits like this and go, oh, I have to do it all and do it all now. I like having these here so when I'm in the air and go, oh, I'm sleeping. And then I wake up and go, I'll just move one thing and I'll way past. So there's options for tomorrow. I haven't fully decided. I don't know if when I'll decide, basically. It might be as late as 5 minutes before I go live. Don't know. But yeah, there's arguments for different ones. There's an argument for playing Spray Paint Simulator because it's just come out and it'd be interesting to check it out. But there's also an argument for playing Power Wash Simulator because, well, I want to play Muckingham Files and spend some time with DC. Or Jumpy. Forgot that you had it, to be honest. Oh. Nice, I can reach. Out of curiosity, if I were to Pick up all the templates. Actually, and sponges. I'm grabbing other things now, aren't I? Can't help it. Can't help it. There. Right, if I were to grab all the templates and sponges... Sponge! Diamonds! Template. X. More diamonds. Sentry. More junk. Let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. Wow, G2. Emeralds do not belong, but that's fine. Mangrove. Mangrove. Diamonds. I think they make more diamonds. Everything template and diamonds. And diamonds. So just over 100 diamond ore, which I would say is pretty good. And what, 7 sponges? I forgot to do the sponges. Or I forgot to keep an eye out for them. But in fairness, there is none, so we're good. You're rich, rich beyond my wildest dreams. So yeah, I've gained several templates there. Some of which I already had, some of which I didn't. The rest of my templates are in this one. Ooh. Just now, okay. So I have Coast and Sentry and Eye. And Rib. But Tide is new. Wild is new? Yeah, I did well. How long has he spent in this world? Ooh, a couple of months? I think. It's relatively recent. I do have videos on YouTube. Put that way. If you'd like to check them out, I'd encourage it. There are some VODs on there. Which, you know, Jumpy doesn't care for VODs, but other people do. I'll give you a quick tour, I see. And anyone else who happens to be here, of course. I spawned in the world over there. I made a hole in the hill and went, this'll do. There is a little villager breeder up here, and it just plops out villagers. And then they grow up on the mountainside trying to get into my house, and they can't because they're too tall. But he thinks he can, so he's looking. I have a small area of trading over here. Nothing major, it's just getting me the supplies that I need. Mostly getting emeralds so that I can trade for other things later. We have an iron farm here, small one. The poor villager just wants a home. Yeah, he can want all he wants. There's another iron farm here, and one over there. This is the center of my future building plans. So I plan on having a city center with shops around the outside, changing the roads to be various different junction types. My next project to build in this part is going to be a bank over here, which we did design fairly recently. I do not have it on my local backup of the world. DR Creative. It's on a server, but it's turned... Yep. It was there. Darn it. This is what the park was kind of designed to be like, but there's more stuff in the creative world I haven't backed up lately because we built so much more. But yeah, these are the different kinds of corners. It's a crossroads or a T-junction or just a corner. So I'll have various different roads and buildings. Like it's a cruel overlord when it comes to villagers. Hey! I resemble that comment. Resent that comment. Do you know what I meant? Oh, villager. How on? Where did you come? Ah, who cares? Same quit. That wasn't the point. Function player. Dragon Slayer. Right, we're going to find someone to raid off to. If you would stick with me while I raid off, that would be hugely appreciated. Let's head on over back to the hole in the wall. Don't worry, Icy does enjoy doing a murder in Minecraft, so you're in good company. Okay. There we go. This is all good. I just shut myself out. There. So I am positioned ready for my recording tomorrow. And we are all set to do a raid. Let's find whom is online. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's an option. It's a very good option. Let's go for it. Groover is streaming and testing the dragon. Curious. Slash raid. Groover got. Oop, I misspelled raid. Let's do that again. There. Groover is safe to watch, I see. Yes! I think. Pretty sure it's family friendly. I've never heard him be unfamily friendly. Oh, stay family friendly, so the chat is supposed to be. But you're going to head off? That's fine. Understood. There is a raid message if you would like to copy and paste it. That'd be awesome. If you don't want to, that's fine. Head on over, say hello. Groover's a great guy, and he kindly raided over to me a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. So it'd be nice to send some love that way. Take care, have fun, send some love to him, stuff and things. Wait, I'm just going to make sure I copy my own raid message for once. There, I'm ready. Ish. Goodbye.